Alright. We are getting to the end of Outerworlds here pretty quickly. Check out my website. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. 25% off of cocktail bitters on my site, Noob 2021 at checkout. It's moblunts.com. Mo with no E, blunts with a Z.com. Welcome, viewer. I'm very hated on this this world here. They hate me.
What? Thought I saw something. Fire! Open fire!
Not really sure how I lost.
No! Please don't go! I'll take it! I don't want no trouble! Please, I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
Shouldn't have ran. Well, that's how you get the money, is to kill the rich guys. Because it doesn't really matter over here. So I'm on good terms with the Groundbreaker. I'm gonna go over there and get some ammo.
If you don't, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Alright, here we go. This is activating
No
these
one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports.
missions.
And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
1 second, folks. Packing a bowl.
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. There's exactly one vessel in all of Byzantium that looks like it dropped out of an Aetherwave drama. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Okay, so... I still don't like this lady. Last time I played through...
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
So let's go get some ammo.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Alright, here we go.
You should give our latest product a try. All Holly, toxy-free. Now with activated charcoal. Don't take much. Have a look.
That's fine. This is good enough. Happy with this. Let's go kill some bad guys. Here we go.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece.
reactor, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving.
Alright, so let's go to the Hope. Time to go to the Hope.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his
There it is up here.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, board the sun.
Okay, is this the last level? This can't be the last level, there's gotta be one more. Oh yeah, because I gotta go take over the...
What? Something's up. Here we go.
Oops, sorry. that was lucky.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. If you know what you're doing.
That's pretty hot. Uh-oh. Almost fell.
Get back! Error. Hulk crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found. I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod was you waiting in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it? I find...
So, see, this is where I'm like, well, did I mess up? Did I go through the wrong door? I did.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am... Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The zero-point drives corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Uh-oh. Am I going to the sun? That was a close call.
Good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
How do I get out of here? Hey, bud.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
I need more weed. Oh, never mind, I got some in this bowl. Hello, viewer. Welcome. Finishing off the game tonight, I think.
Like wrapped among the rocks. You make it look so easy.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as
here we
you
go.
humans put it, air some concerns.
This is the final mission.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth, but that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really need to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Okay.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon.
Alright, let's go. Tartarus. Look at this full map. What is this? This little guy right here. Okay, so yeah, you're right. I should save right here. Okay, so that's a relay GB-23. How do I get that mission? So I had to accept a side quest from somebody. I'm sure there's lots of side quests that I missed. Yeah. Yeah.
I am pleased to inform you that we have our is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
This Typhon lock. Yeah, okay. That's all for now.
Speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution. All right, I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing off. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
So the first time I played through this game, Sublight came to rescue us during this invasion. Alright, so I need to find the computers to have all the information on how to hack the
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardad.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. By the law!
I didn't mean to do that. There. That's what I'm looking for.
I never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
Gotta admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
That's right.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more. Oh, no. Don't. Thank you.
East side, about halfway through. So I gotta go back. Just fucking kill all those guys. So let's just fuck these guys up. Ah, well, that's a bad plan. I think I loaded the wrong game.
I can take a hint.
Yeah, okay, so I can see here, to be honest. I know.
Unexpected noise identified.
What?
System of...
Are you new here? I didn't think... Ooh.
Remember not to take breaks on company time.
Where is it? There it is. I swear to God, it's in this room.
If we sneeze, they'll hear it. Make him regret it.
Be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. That's where I just was. 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 down. I went down. The chase, dude. Okay, let's just try it again. Nope. There it is. Alright, perfect. Now I can move on.
What? Hey, you! Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, no. Whew.
There we go. Now I can save. Cheers. Alright. Oh, wasted valuable time here. Alright.
Guess we're going up.
I don't have a mag picks. That sucks.
System security identifying criminal activity.
Nice warm-up.
There's a dark matter bar. Oops.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
You new here? I didn't think we were hiring more. Oh, that's great. Yes, sir.
So, this time it wasn't sublight. It was somebody completely different.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right. No, I meant your uniform. There's something about it. Yeah.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in it.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking a... My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
So then, can I kill Rockwell right here, right now? I can. But that's not the outcome that I want, so I'm gonna go back.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
I don't see what the fuck.
That again.
Why can't I get in there? Oh, that's where I'm going.
This is nice. Calm before the storm and all that.
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Hold on, folks.
Essence has big TVs. Rob Gronkowski likes big TVs. You may now skip this ad.
I'm afraid I can't do that. To your credit, Captain, you are one of the colony's finest specialists. Your technical abilities are beyond reproach. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
I'm gonna do that too. I'll show you how that works. So right up here on the bottom shelf is gonna be the third password.
Bottom shelf, son of a bitch.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being... All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this I'm aware of your propensity. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. This...
Oops.
They're on us.
Get him!
Going silent. Here they come.
This is the right room. And I'm down here and I got it.
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner. Fixing the FPS system. FPS system. It's redundant, Melody. Can you just let me work? I'm almost done. Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am. Anyway, I need to finish this, so get out of here, will you? course. Why? Well, you ain't authorized, else you'd know the... Is that a joke? Y'all call me... Whatever. I need to fix this before I get in trouble, so... Forced... Anyway, I... Well, we don't always get what we want. Go on. Let me do my...
Okay, whatever. Don't need it. It's a lot easier when you gotta kill people. Like, oh, this is the way I gotta run because that's where all the guys are coming from.
Can't believe we're here.
You new here? I didn't... Whoa. Okay.
What was that?
Watch out!
Oh, right. Now we have all of the passwords. I'm gonna level up. How about that? Actually, I'm gonna wait. See what I need here exactly. But I am gonna save. So that is the big bad boss right there. I remember playing through it the first time trying to beat that boss, and I could not. It was impossible. Impossible. So I ended up playing, like going back halfway through. Oh no. So I need... Oh no, we're fucked, y'all. It was lockpick. I need to get my lockpick up. Wow. We might be totally fucked.
Incoming!
This is what I want. Ah, fuck. Oh, come on. See, this is just insane. Oh my god. Ah. Ah. We did it! We did it without the hack, without that whole build. My entire game was centered around engineering and hack so I could beat that guy without having to fight him. But I had to fight him. That was insane. Oh my god. I even like went through, got all the passwords and everything. I didn't have the lockpick. It was the deal there. The lockpick.
Why won't he see us? Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single... 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what... Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to need a leader. And I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together. and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. The Gorgon project created divisions among Wells' newly awakened scientists. Many wanted to let the facility and its failures rot, but others saw an opportunity to improve the work of the original scientists, and perhaps the lives of Halcyon's masses. With no one to champion the project, however, the promise of Adrena time faded, and the Gorgon facility fell into disuse
because I killed
once
her.
more. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payout, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a mechanical that he found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Alright. So, that was the Outerworlds full gameplay for now. So we get the next DLC. Couple notes. I didn't activate the Sam storyline for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't just come across it like I did the last time I played it through. It just happened when the storyline started. But I didn't even get Sam as a character, which was very weird. Fucked up my whole build because I thought I was doing it right for this very last guy. Turns out I should have just focused on shooting. What else? Obviously I hated Gorgon. I thought that the bad guys were way overpowered. That was dumb. Because it was we came back to real life and it was fine. Yeah. Storylines were great. Love the storyline. I don't know where they're gonna go if they have a sequel. I hope they have a sequel though. I hope it's more open world. I hope it's more clear cut. Another thing I mentioned a lot during the gameplay was that I couldn't find my way around the levels. Skyrim, for instance, makes it really easy for you to find your way around the levels. This game does not. That guy has my last name. It's weird. So, thank you everybody for watching. This is a full gameplay of Outerworlds. Mo Blunts here, signing off. We'll see ya the next time around. I'm gonna start playing Last of Us. Streaming that because they're making it into a television series. So that's what I'm gonna play next. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye bye.